everyone, my name is Sharon Platt. I am one of the science tutors at the Student Success Commons. And in this video, I would like to go over the actions, and most of them will do the origins and insertions of the muscles of the upper arm. And I am going to be double checking my notes because I no longer have these completely memorized. So this is the deltoid. Remember we talked about it being a triangle shape. And the origin of the deltoid, this here is the clavicle, and then this is the acromion of the scapula, and the spine of the scapula. So if you remember, here's our scapula, right? And the acromion is the bigger one. So your clavicle's over here, and so it comes across the clavicle, the acromion, and down the spine of the scapula. All right, see how that goes? Let's turn it this way. There you go. Kind of runs along around there. And so that's the origin. It has three different origins, but they're all kind of in a loop, so they're really the same one, just on different sections of things. And then the insertion, if you remember, we talked about the humerus, and we talked about there being a deltoid tuberosity on the side opposite from the head. That is where the deltoid attaches. That's the insertion point. All right? So then let's talk about the action. Remember, muscles always pull, never push, and the insertion always pulls toward the origin. So we have our insertion down here, and it's going to pull toward our origin. So what's that going to do? That is going to abduct the arm. All right, and I know abduct and adduct are a little hard to remember the difference between. I think of it as if you abduct someone, you're going to take them away. So that's the key word there. So the abducting is your arm going away from your body. In this case, it's going up, but the key word is it's going away. And then adducting would be coming back to the body. All right, so that is your deltoid. And then we're going to do the biceps brachii. Biceps because it has two prongs. And the one of these, the origin is up above the glenoid fossa. Here is our scapula again. I'm going to tip it superior. Well, maybe not. Anyway, it's going to attach up here, all right, above the glenoid fossa. And the other attaches on the, I believe it's the coracoid, let me check, coracoid process of the scapula. So we're attaching here, and then coming down, all right? So we've got our two attachment points up here, our origins, and then it comes down, and it inserts, and I'm going to bring out the humerus again, and the radius articulates with the, let me get this straight, with the capitulum, all right? So these come down and attach on the radial tuberosity, the biceps brachii does, all right? So it actually comes down and attaches beyond the joint. So if you pull from insertion here, if you put a rubber band or a string here, and then put a rubber band up where the, I don't think I can balance this, but rubber band up above there where the origin is, and you pulled on that, you would pull it this way. So it's going to pull your lower arm up toward your upper arm. It's going to flex your elbow. That's the easiest way to say it. So your biceps brachii flexes the elbow. All right, pulling from the insertion toward the origin is going to flex the elbow. It also supinates the arm. So remember, supinates is when you're holding the soup in your hand. Pronate is the other way. All right, and I can't really, I don't know if I can. All right, so it helps supinate the arm as well. That's your biceps brachii. Underneath that, we have the brachialis, and it is a synergist to the biceps brachii in that it flexes the elbow. It does not supinate. It just flexes the elbow. All right, and we don't need to know origins and insertions on that one. And then we have the triceps back here. And I have to flip the page. So the triceps, of course, have 3 origin points. One of them, the long head, originates below the glenoid fossa, down here. The other 2 originate, and you don't need to know the exact location of these, but they originate on the shaft of the humerus. Okay? One's a little higher than the other, whatever. As long as you know they originate on the humerus, and the long one originates under the glenoid cavity. But they all, let's see, where am I? Okay, so there's the triceps. They all come down. See how it goes past the joint again? There's the bump of the elbow. There's the olecranon process right there. They all come down and attach, insert on, oh dear, I don't know if I got the right one here. Ah, yes I did. Okay. Insert on the olecranon process of the elbow. So your triceps are on the back side. Remember, the olecranon fossa is on the back side, the posterior side of the humerus. So they come down and they attach here, and so, you know, when they're relaxed, they're this way because you flexed your arm. And then when they contract, they're going to pull from the insertion point toward their origins up in here. All right? So they're going to extend the elbow. Biceps brachii and brachialis flex, triceps extend the elbow. All right? And one last thing, I want to show you these same things on this little guy, which is, they're not as easy to see, which is why I want to show you. So the deltoid is pretty obvious still. I mean, that's a pretty big thing there. And then this here, there's a little line there. This here is the biceps brachii. See how it's 2, but it's still 1? This is the brachialis behind it. And back here are the triceps. Okay? So you can tell the difference between the biceps brachii and the brachialis there. All right? And I think that's it. Thank you.